We're using radar to try to characterize oil within an oil slick. What we want to do is to tell where's the thickest oil, because most of the oil is in that thick layer. And that's the part that they can take remediation equipment and get rid of the most harmful oil in the environment. The radar, called the UAV SAR, hangs in a pod below that aircraft.
See if they want to try it one more time.
I fly with the aircraft in the radar and look at the images as they're being collected. The aircraft flies this path, and the radar collects an image swath that's about maybe 12 miles wide.
Okay, ready? Let's go.
We have a drone that makes multispectral measurements from which we can derive thickness. We have a sampler which we put in the water that can measure oil thickness. And Kathleen's flying on the UAV SAR.
So we have multiple layers of going up to verify our data and then translate it to spaceborne systems.
Okay, so right now we're flying a survey mission with a multispectral sensor. So we are going to generate a map of this oil, very thick, actionable oil. So we're going to collect some samples in a moment.
Now we're getting ready to take a tube sample, which is a direct measurement of the thickness of the oil. Thicker oil is what lasts the longest in the environment and does the most damage to marine life and the physical environment. And that's the oil that the responders focus on in their cleanup.
The more we know about situations, the better, and having a ship right by Santa Barbara kind of made it easy and natural that the Blackfin would get to be involved in this kind of mission. And it's just a great partnership between the Coast Guard and NOAA. We hope it continues to grow, and we're excited to be a part of that.
UAV SAR is a prototype for an upcoming NASA mission called NISAR. And so the methods that we develop here, we can try to apply them to the data that we get from that instrument. One of the things that makes this whole thing possible and makes it impactful is that NOAA is so heavily involved in this. They're actually leading this. And the end game is to develop a way for NOAA to use this kind of remote sensing and automatically tell where the thicker oil is. Not just detect that they have a slick, but that it's the thick part of the slick. NASA partnering with NOAA, we can transfer this information to people who use it practically.